Roto Jet, a revolutionary concept in high-pressure pumps. Nothing could be simpler. The Roto Jet is the pickup tube pump. All models of the Roto Jet pump incorporate a unique centrifugal pump design that uses a rotating case and a pickup tube to develop high pressure. The pickup tube pump first appeared in U.S. patent history at the turn of the century. During the 1920s, the first basic closed rotor was described in patents. This design was extensively studied in Germany and Britain in the early 40s for use in the aircraft industry. In 1962, development was started in the United States that led to the enclosed rotor spin-up passages and other concepts that are the basis of the Roto Jet. Since 1962, Roto Jet has refined and improved its pump designs and expanded its products. Today, Roto Jet holds a reputation for excellence. Principles of operation. Roto Jet is a rotating fluid case pump. Its overall system performance parallels radial design centrifugal pump characteristics. The fluid enters the rotating case through passages located in the rotor cover. A stationary pickup tube is extended vertically from the center of the rotating case, where its internal passage is curved to impact against the flow rushing past the tube. By this arrangement, the curved end of the internal passage develops both the centrifugal force pressure of the rotating fluid and the impacted velocity pressure of the fluid on the tube. The developed pressure forces the fluid down the internal passage in the pickup tube and out the discharge of the pump, producing smooth, pulsation-free flow. For a given diametrical size and speed, the Roto Jet will generate about 3 to 4 times the head of conventional centrifugal pumps. The Roto Jet has the ability to change pressures by just changing speeds, the ability to change capacity by changing pickup tube size, and the ability to purge itself of air on startup. The spin-up passages of the Roto Jet pump and the throttling area provide a pressurized passage of air from the main chamber into the fluid flowing to the pickup tube entrance. This arrangement allows the Roto Jet to purge itself of air on startup, and it allows the Roto Jet to continuously pump a 10% by volume mixture of air in the fluid without deteriorating the pump's performance. Another important feature of the Roto Jet is the capability of running at near deadhead condition indefinitely. The Roto Jet is hydraulically stable throughout its performance range, does not exhibit a thrust condition at any point on its curve, and can perform easily when capacity demands constantly change. Operational benefits. The simplicity and uniqueness of the pump also provide many additional operational benefits. All models of this unique pump have only 4 major components: the rotor assembly, pedestal, manifold, and pickup tube. This simplifies maintenance and reduces downtime. In addition, all parts are readily accessible without the need to disconnect or move the driver. Typically, the Roto Jet pump can be disassembled and reassembled in approximately 3 hours. Performance flexibility. The wide range of performance obtained with only one single-stage pump case offers the user a new concept in standardization. Changes in system pressure requirements are met by simply changing speeds, and capacity changes by different pickup tube selection. Economical installation. Because the pump is relatively small, the pickup tube pump requires minimum floor space and support. Also, there is no need for any extra associated equipment such as pulsation dampeners, relief valves, and special piping. In addition, the pump is seize-proof. A pickup tube pump will not seize if run dry by loss of suction or if operated against a closed discharge valve. A dependable low-pressure mechanical seal prevents undesirable or costly fluid leakage and eliminates routine stuffing box adjustment and maintenance. Since the seal operates at a very low inlet pressure, it has an unusually long life. Seal leakage cannot contaminate lubricant and bearings because the wetted end is completely isolated from the bearings. The bearing system is opposite the fluid side of the pump. Therefore, Hot or cold fluids do not have a major thermal effect on the bearing performance, thus allowing a wide fluid operating temperature range. How Roto Jet compares to other pump designs. Compared to the three basic types of pump designs available, reciprocating, multi-stage, and high-speed pumps, the Roto Jet offers many distinct advantages. The reciprocating pump. The reciprocating type pump must handle all fluid through a cylinder and complicated valving. The reciprocating pump requires packing, rods, valves, pistons or plungers, and liners or cylinders which need continuous maintenance. The design of the pump creates pulsating flow conditions that make the installation of pulsation dampeners mandatory and require relief valves for safety. Flow rates from the reciprocating pump are constant and cannot be varied in a simple manner or without a significant loss in efficiency. Compared to the reciprocating pump, the Roto Jet has no valves, trouble-free performance, pulsation-free flow, it requires no dampeners, no relief valves, and can vary the flow rate easily. The multi-stage centrifugal pump. The multi-stage centrifugal pump uses approximately one stage for every 150 psi or less. Each stage of the multi-stage configuration must have interstage sealing. Therefore, the seal design of the final stage must be capable of handling maximum output pressures and may be required to handle inlet pressures as high as outlet pressures less 150 psi. Each additional stage will require an impeller, sleeves, wear rings, and interstage bushings, which will not only increase the initial cost, but will also increase maintenance costs. The multi-stage pump will seize if run dry or operated against a closed discharge. Compared to the multi-stage pump, the Roto Jet has no interstage sealing, has only low-pressure mechanical seals, does not require impellers, sleeves, or interstage bushings, and is seize-proof even if operated at deadhead or closed discharge. The high-speed centrifugal pump. The high-speed centrifugal pump incorporates a relatively small impeller driven by an integral gear at very high speeds. Since the high-speed gear is attached to the impeller on a common shaft, a high-pressure seal is required between the gearbox and the high-pressure pump. Upon seal failure, pumpage can contaminate the gear lubrication, resulting in frequent downtime and costly maintenance. The high-speed pump is not hydraulically stable and therefore cannot operate at or near shutoff conditions and has a relatively narrow capacity operating range. Because of the size and design configuration of the typical high-speed pump, a task as minor as a basic seal change can require large lifting equipment and removal of the entire pump from its operating location. In comparison to the high-speed centrifugal pump, the Roto Jet incorporates a low-pressure seal, cannot contaminate the power enclosure, is hydraulically stable and can run at or near shutoff, has a large capacity operating range, and has a simple seal maintenance. Roto Jet applications. Because of its ability to perform certain jobs better than other pumps, Roto Jet has obtained a reputation for excellence in certain industries with unique problems. The food industry, the pulp and paper industry, the petrochemical industry, the refining industry, waste disposal, the steel industry, the mining industry, reverse osmosis, and high-pressure washing. In the food industry, as well as high-pressure washing, Roto Jet can be incorporated into a central high-pressure, high-temperature cleaning system. Roto Jet has the unique ability to run at or near deadhead indefinitely, with only a small bypass to cool the seal. Roto Jet's unique hydraulically stable performance at any point on its curve allows Roto Jet to replace reciprocating pumps, which are a continuous maintenance problem in central high-pressure cleaning systems. Roto Jet is #1 in the food industry for central high-pressure cleaning systems. Roto Jet is the first name in shower pumps in the pulp and paper industry. The hydraulic stability of the Roto Jet provides total flexibility and performance, which is mandatory in high-pressure cleaning. This total flexibility feature allows any sequence of cleaning guns to operate independently on or off continuously at any interval with no ill effect to the Roto Jet. This same pump feature is offered to the paper mill operator in the operation of his high-pressure showers. The design of the Roto Jet has not neglected the importance of high-temperature fluids as related to cleaning applications. All standard Roto Jet designs will operate at 180 degrees Fahrenheit with no design modification required. In the petrochemical and refining industries, Roto Jet's high head characteristics and relatively low-speed design have become a welcome alternative to multi-stage and high-speed pumps. Roto Jet is used for amine transfer in gas sweetening plants, raw gasoline, liquid petroleum gas, and crude oil transfer. Roto Jet's ability to run against a closed discharge has allowed us to replace several competitors in boiler feed and de-superheating applications. Roto Jet's unique ability to change pressures has made it the pump for disposal applications. Roto Jet's design allows it to handle abrasive fluids. Roto Jet is the black feed stock pump for many carbon black companies. Steel and aluminum mills use Roto Jet pumps for descaling, pressure testing, hydraulic duty, and quenching operations. These 400 horsepower, 1500 psi units effectively replaced problem reciprocating pumps. The Roto Jet is an excellent reverse osmosis pump for desalination of seawater, liquid purification, pollution control, chemical separation, food concentration, and biomedical applications. From the 1000 psi for saltwater conversion units to the approximate 300 psi in the semiconductor industry, the Roto Jet is the pump for reverse osmosis, and it's a welcome alternative to the old reciprocating pump in saltwater disposal and water flood applications. Mines use Roto Jet pumps for dust suppression, dewatering, firefighting, mineral removal, and cloth screen and equipment cleaning in preparation and reduction plants. In addition to these applications, the Roto Jet's unique design also serves to hydroblast clean industrial, transport, marine, and construction equipment, and even airport runways.